Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zara Bazuk. So I found some more contradictions. The volume's gone. So hope the sound is coming. I hope I do this properly today. Sound is coming and contradictions, more contradictions in the Quran are also coming. I hope this will be a civilized helping me, supporting me in this. Thank you, subscribers, and those who come here. It's been difficult for me. I was unable to come earlier because I was feeling really terrible, finding more and more contradictions in the Quran. So that's why. Please be civilized. Although, yes, there are some people, some Muslims who are in denial of some sort, asking me to read in context. So in my previous live stream also, right at the end, like, for some 3 hours or something, someone came, Islam reigns, and I had to answer them. So I'll just mention, right, reading in context, and it's the speech. It's a speech. The Quran is a speech and all this. So as I was going through contemplating after that, I found Quran is a recitation of Allah. I found this in Surah Qiyamah, ayat 18. Where's Surah Qiyamah? Ayat 18. And to my very surprise, there's no Shia tafsir of that. I found that Allah is saying that He's reciting this. Where's Surah Qiyamah? Can't find it here. Oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, what did I do now? So a lot is wrong with me. Yet I hope this turns out good. If it's slow, boring, please forgive me. Surah Qiyamah at 18. So, and there's a lot of injustice to the polytheists. I found ayats in Surah Anam, especially, a lot of ayats against polytheists. Seemed unfair to the polytheists and also not real. And I will show a few, like one or two contradictions there also in Surah Anam. And so against this ayat, so when we have recited through Gabriel, see, through Gabriel, Sunni Muslims, it's in brackets. So some Sunni Muslims don't take Surah Araf ayat, which says, or is it ayat 31? I've forgotten the number. What is haram, right? So without authority, if there is no authority, then you can't take partners with Allah. But here we have Allah completely joining with Gabriel. No difference in the recital if you take it literally, word by word, without brackets also. Without brackets, and when we had recited it, then follow its recitation. The we, the W of we is in capital letter. You can see here on the screen. I hope you can see it is focusing. So Allah is saying we, and this is in sovereignty, or is this with the Gabriel? So the footnote for the Sunni Muslims, Islamic source, not the Shias as yet. Because the Shias take that Surah Araf ayat of what is haram, And so joining partners besides Allah or with Allah without authority, if no authority has come down, then it is haram. Get it? So the Shias take that ayat seriously. That since authority has come down, because Allah is now, what the Sunni footnote is surprising to see, is although it was Angel Gabriel who recited the Quran to the Prophet, since he recited it on behalf of Allah and not on his own behalf. So, not on his own behalf, but even though on behalf of Allah, Allah says we recite it. Allah includes Himself in this. So you see, take Surah Takwir also, the one possessor of power, the messenger, with Allah. So right now the Shias, please look at this, because I have something against. Also, although there's the ayat that says without authority, if you associate anyone with Allah, it's haram. Surah Araf, 7th chapter of the Quran, ayat 30, I think it's either 31 or 33, you can check. Oh, so I'm not sure, sorry about that. Do you see this? We recite it. So I was looking for, like, after Prophet Muhammad, does it mention who will be the explainers and detail? No, I know for sure that Imams' names are not given. There's Imam al-Mubin in Surah Yasin, but what the Shia say about that is different. That's the manifest. Imam al-Mubin, manifest, clear, some book, something, guidance. So I will go there. Let's see if I can. So indeed, upon us is its collection and its recitation, God is saying. Upon us. So whoever will be doing this will be Sharik Allah. Collection and its recitation. Oh, recitation. Always wrong, the Shias. Zalmi, sorry, you can't say you are wrong. You are as wrong as ever. So don't blame the Shias for this right now. Back it up. You are wrong. Here it is. Sharik Allah. Gabriel is Sharik with Allah here in reciting the recitation. So always wrong, the Sunnis too. Always wrong. So we have recited, then they put in brackets. So like I said, the bracket is different than the ayat itself. We in His Allah's sovereignty, so He's including, if you say from Dr. David Wood we learned what we is. In His majesty, in His sovereignty, Allah refers Himself to as we here in the Quran ayats. Then there's no difference, like Sharik Allah with Allah, like in Surah Takwir, right? You have no backed up sources here, Salmi. And from the beginning, and every time I'm repeating myself, that you have to come, otherwise you'll be timed out. Action cannot be taken here. Why? Oh. So here is a person who is seems like someone who has some backing here. Always wrong. Wait a minute. Let me try here. Always wrong, the Shias. No, no. You can't criticize. So you want me to go? Yes, please leave. But before, you have to remove this. This platform is not to put the Shias down. Be a good boy. Be a good boy and remove this. I have to treat you like a teenager, young boy, young man. Okay? Okay. You won't remove it? Sorry, I have to report this. And I have to remove it. As it is, they're treacherous people. I don't know what they come from, where they come from. Liars, treachery, lying, and not honest. We don't know who is honest, actually. I was just watching a video of... I removed it. Zalmi, okay, you removed it? Okay, good. But I reported it before you removed it. So then here, then we come to ayat. You see, there was always this ayat I've missed. Surah Maida at 72. So I was looking at the Shia site where it says proclaim, so about Ghadir Khum, Imam Ali's wilayat. Yes, you are always wrong. That's the proof. Oh, he says I've removed it, and now he's saying, you're really not right now. If you want to do mischief and corruption and say lies, I think you should go to jail for some time. Some NGO report, reform him, do something, put user on timeout. So you're on timeout now. They have certainly disbelieved who say Allah is the Messiah, the son of Mary, while the Messiah has said, O children of Israel, worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Indeed, he who associates others with Allah, this time it's others with Allah, not besides Allah, so you would not be confused whether it's other than Allah, separate from Allah. Now this verse, ayat, or in singular ayah to be precise, but I always say ayat, I'm so used to it. So remember, this is Surah Maida at 72. So I was going through, the wilayat and how if you don't say this message, you will not, you have not said anything, and God will protect you from disbelieving people or disbelievers. And so all that I was looking at, because people say read in context, and the history is lopsided, Islamic history. You can't believe in it. It has some lacking facts, lacking a logical, there's a fallacy. It's not logical, it's illogical. And I made a mistake. The context when Islam reigns had come. I was in text, about that. I was just made a mistake there. No, context, to read in context could be a speech that you can read in context. Okay? So that I correct myself. So this with Allah, and it's with Allah now, not even besides Allah. So it's very clear that anything associating partners, here it says with Allah, billahi. This time it doesn't have that duni, so it is with Allah now. So remember, associating anything with Allah, who indeed, okay, am I reading? Oh God, I'm reading the other side. Associating partners with Allah, then surely has forbidden Allah for him paradise, and his abode will be the fire, and not for the wrongdoers any helpers. And there are no helpers for the wrongdoers, because they have associated partners with Allah. And this is for the Christians. Surah Maida 72. So is that clear? Remember this, with Allah. Even with Allah it says here. But, so, when Allah Himself does it, you say, oh, Allah has done it, right? We recite the Quran. We recite this. We have recited it. Surah Qiyamah, ayat 18. Oh, you see here, it's not like, notice, it's not besides Allah or other than Allah, or besides, mostly it's that. But here it specifically says with Allah. So what they do is they worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord, and He indeed who associates partners. So worshipping Allah, very good, worshipping Allah, and which means he who associates partners with Allah. So remember also the worship of Allah, in that is this associating partners with Allah. Look, just for the sake of easy, direct here, and I'll just read out a translation. And surely did they disbelieve when they said Christ, the Son of Mary, is indeed God, whereas Christ had said, children of Israel, serve Allah, meaning worship Allah, who is your Lord and my Lord. So what would that mean? That would mean associate. Here, due to this part, Allah has forbidden paradise to those who associate anything with Him in His divinity. So associating anything with Allah in His divinity, although the ayat doesn't say it directly, does it say that? Associating partners with Allah, so you got moose on hairs? Laugh, Zalmi, out. Associating anyone with Allah is worshipping Allah. It's a part of worshipping, right? Oh God, how shall I say it now? Please let me explain this properly. Let me get another translation. It says God, maybe an easier one. They do blaspheme who say Allah is Christ. Easier one. Maybe Sahih. They have certainly disbelieved who say Allah is the Messiah, the Son of Mary, while the Messiah has said, O children of Israel, worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. This ayat means, indeed, he who associates others with Allah, Allah has forbidden him paradise. What, on what level? Shias, come here, Shias. Look at the contradiction. It is haram to associate partners beside, what is it? So the Arabic word, associating partners with Allah, or no, associating partners to Allah, what is that verse? So even if you say with Allah, it means it's worship of Allah, right? So Allah allows you in Islam to worship Him by associating partners with Him. So who is the one, see, the polytheists didn't divide worship, and the Sunnis, they divide. And the Shias, some of them, You think that by using this ayat, Shias, you think by okay, I'll have to go to Surah. I thought of opening this Surah Araf, ayat 31, is it, or 33? Which means it is a worship, right, of Allah. That one. If you take Surah Maida, 72. So I cut off all that. Who is going to take the message after Prophet Muhammad? And you can give me indirect verses from 110, Ya Ali Madad, Surah 110, and carry on. After there is ease after hardship, and then you carry on, and then they say this is implied that Imam Ali is going to take care of the Quran. He's the expounder and all this, explainer, sole interpreter of the Quran, compiler and all. O children of Adam, take your adornment. No, then it is 33. All these 33s, even Surah Azab and Surah Nur, ayat 33. Tell them, my Lord, it is 33. Now, look at this part, So say forbidden, haram, my Lord. Only say had forbidden, my Lord. So, and that you associate others with Allah. Here it's with again. What not He has sent down of it no authority. Sultana, right? Sultan, no authority. No. Okay, so I'm going to calm down. Look, oh my goodness. So there he's telling, he's telling them that you will not go into paradise because you associated. And he's not even mentioning this part here. Very rarely he mentions this part, without authority. I don't know in how many verses when he's mentioned that this associating partners with Allah is a sin, unforgivable. How many times has he said, but, and that ayat also, associating any partners with Allah or anything is a sin, unforgivable. And yet now he says here, with Allah, if you associate. So you see all those ayats where besides Allah, Shias will try to question that, try to be precise and perfect. But here in Surah Maida at 72, he says, with Allah. And that he doesn't say, but it's a very important point, because you will not be in paradise, you will be in the hellfire. So he should say everywhere, right, that without authority. It's a very, very important, most important thing of Tawheed, not associating anyone with Allah. Allah is one. Or maybe Tawheed, I don't know. Allah is one. How could I understand that? La ilaha illallah. There is no God but one, Allah. There is no God but Allah. Oh, illallah, one God. Yet, wahdahu la sharika lah. Okay. That's the whole of Tawheed, right? Wahdahu la sharika lah. Like you don't associate anyone with him. He does not have an associate, partner or anything. And yet Surah Araf says this. And if the Shias are going to point at with Allah, and even with authority, and here it's with Allah, not even besides Allah, or other than, or it could mean other than Allah. Worshipping them, but he has to say, yeah, here I caught him because Christian Ahl Kitab, Surah Maida 72. You see, so this, and what else have I pointed to, caught him? That this would be worship, part of worship of Allah. It's a worship, ibadah, associating partners with Allah. Indeed, Because there's a full stop here and then it says, indeed, he who associates others with Allah, Allah has forbidden him paradise, and his refuge is the fire. Not that without authority, even that. And there are not for the wrongdoers any helpers. I mean, this is like extreme case, right? But notice, pay attention. How does it start? Isa al-Masih said, Allah is, when the Christians, the disbelievers who say, they're called disbelievers, the Christians. They have certainly disbelieved who say, Allah is the Messiah, the son of Mary, while the Messiah has said, O children of Israel, worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Indeed, now, full stop. And so Allah says, indeed, he who associates others with Allah, Allah has forbidden him paradise, meaning with the worshippers association. Wherever you see Allah even associating partners with him, this would be worship. Another point to be noted. And with Allah, not even besides Allah, or other than Allah, you would think. Ubudu. Wait a minute. Sorry, let me take my...
U'budu.
Oh no. How is it?
U'budu.
Abudu?
U'budu.
U'abudu. Okay, it's double.
U'budu.
U'abudu. Ain. Ain is... Okay. Acha, ain is that up. U'abudu. Worship. Ibadat. Oh, you see this? So, and just after this, Allah says, associating partners with Allah is forbidden, haram. Here he says haram. Oh, also this to be noted. Something that's haram, with he should put here, with authority, without authority. What? Shias, have a look at this. You've gone both, not only Sunnis, Muslim, other Muslims, Quran only, but you also. You've missed this point here. Very, very important. 72, remember 72 in Karbala. Martyrs. Oh my goodness, and Surah Medayat. You know Surah Medayat. If you do not say this, you have not said anything. I don't have to tell you. And people are going to come here and say she's not a Shia. She doesn't remember the number of the ayat. That very, very important ayat. If you do not say this, you have not said anything. And what did one Sunni Muslim told me on the internet? That this means La ilaha illallah. Oh my God, the Muslim world must be, if this reaches Muslim world, Shia even, they will be shaken up. But I don't want to shake you up. But the thing is that someone can come and stab me to death or behead me. You know, like they did Daniel Pearl. Oh my God. Listening to his friend on Malhotraji's YouTube channel. I still can't understand why they did this. Killing Daniel Pearl. I was like gone case. I was stopping and then listening to it, then stopping. Allah, innocent guest in our country and expect, like they say here in the UAE, And you do this too. I wonder if his Shias would do this. Imam Ali Raza, you know, being what? A foreigner in another land. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Huh. Put me in a shock. So I was in Karachi when it came on the news, but I didn't want to read the news because I didn't have the heart to take it. And then when the friend tells me, oh, tells Malhotra ji on the video, sorry, I heard this from his Daniel. I was, I can't, I just went into a slight break. For a while I was like unable to get up. Oh my goodness. Haram, huh? Wait a minute. And the word used is haram here. My Lord and your Lord, indeed he who associates partners with Allah, then surely forbidden, haram is paradise for him. Like, this is not haram, but haram is paradise for him. So here, sorry. If he had put this as haram, then Surah Araf, I could say, is a contradiction there. But what we can get out of there is a slight contradiction, like the things I pointed out here. Worship. So it is worship, right? That you worship Allah alone. But if you associate partners with Allah, this means that you worship Allah by associating partners with Allah. You become a mushrik with authority. Right? Surah Araf, taking Surah Araf into consideration, 33 ayat. Oh, do you see this, what I see? Do I see something? Have I broken some code here? Do you see this, what I see? And it's not even besides Allah, it's with Allah. So if the Shia say, well, that verse in besides Allah, where, you know, besides one is used, besides Allah is used, Surah Araf says with Allah. Right? Even if Shias come like this, I get them. Here, with this. Even with Allah, associating partners. Here God does not put with authority. With Allah. Noteworthy, noteworthy. How will the Shias now come? So, what else is there? A recital, this. Do you see this? And then in Surah Qiyamah, my goodness, so when we have recited it, God is saying this. We have recited, so when we have recited it, then follow its recitation. Oh my God. And in this, your own Sunni, your own include, as they put in brackets and explain in footnotes, through Gabriel. My goodness, there's no difference then. Although it was Angel Gabriel who recited the Quran. Although to the Prophet, since he recited it on behalf of Allah and not on his own behalf. You see? So besides Allah or something like ayat you can try to get deceived by. But with Allah, do not associate partners with Allah. Haram is paradise. It is unforgivable. Maybe there it's besides Allah. Associating partners with Allah, maybe that it's unforgivable. Where did I see that ayat? Surah Anam? I don't know, I've forgotten, sorry. So here, Allah said when we have recited it. So on behalf of Allah, but look what Allah is saying. We recite it. We. Who are the if it was angel Gabriel and prophet, it's not like that. It's Allah and angel Gabriel. We. In the we of this ayat. Reciting it. Qur'anahu. So Quran does mean recitation. It doesn't mean book. Kitaba. Qur'anahu. Quran. And when we have recited it, then follow its recitation. And Shias, look at this, we have nothing here about the we. No commentary. 18 ayat. Therefore, when we have recited it, follow its recitation. See commentary for verse 16. Oh, we have something here. Where's 16. Refer to the commentary of Taha 114 for verse 16. Aja. No, do not move your tongue. Aja, this is for verse 16 here. And Aka Medipuya's essay, The Geniusness of the Holy Quran. And the commentary of Baqarah 2 for verses 17 to 19. 17 to 19. The collection, the recital, and the explanation of the Quran is the divine responsibility. It was left to the imperfect wisdom of man. Oh, sorry, it was not. It was not left to the imperfect wisdom of man. So, who was it left? See commentary of Surah Fatir, 32 ayat, to know that to fulfill the promise of making clear the meanings of the Quran, Allah has appointed imams. Oh, here we now have this. I missed this. So I do confess I missed this. To know that to fulfill the promise of making clear the meanings of the Quran, Allah has appointed imams in the progeny of the Holy Prophet. Also see Hadith of Faqulain, page 6. That's a hadith. Commentary of Baqarah, verse 2 and 124, Yasin 12 and Al Imran 7. Oh my God. Also see, but no mention of this we. So Allah including Gabriel in this, and even perhaps Prophet Muhammad. I don't know. I can't guess. But what I got from the Sunni footnote is funny. Sorry, excuse me. So do you see this problem? And so now we go to commentary of Surah Fatir to know the full promise of making clear the meanings of the Quran. Surah Fatir ayat commentary. So we have to go to multilingual Quran again. Sorry for this. It's time consuming, I know. Multilingual Quran. And if I don't finish this today, I will continue tomorrow. Surah Fatir. quickly forget what the ayat was. 20, Surah Father 35. What was the number of the ayat? Oh, Surah Father ayat 32. Surah Father ayat 32. When we gave the book for an inheritance to those whom we chose from among ourselves, but of them is he who makes his soul to suffer a loss, and of them is he who takes the middle course, and of them is he who is foremost in the deeds of goodness by Allah's permission. This is the great excellence. Before reading the commentary, let me just read 31 ayat. And that which we have revealed to you of the book, that is the truth, verifying that which is before it. Most surely with respect to his servants, Allah is aware, seeing before it. When we gave the book for an inheritance to those whom we chose from among our servants, this is, how is it after Prophet Muhammad? When we gave, then we gave the book for an inheritance to those, then we gave to those whom we chose from among our servants. The opening words say that Allah has bequeathed the holy book, the Quran, to his chosen servants. The chosen servants of Allah could be only those who are rightly guided by their knowledge of the word of Allah. The correct knowledge, rightly guided, yeah. Chosen servants have to be rightly guided and by the correct knowledge of the word of Allah. The correct knowledge could be only that which has been given by Allah himself. Thus, you cannot go to Ibn Qatir or this and that. The person, the chosen servants can only, because he says whoever we inheritance, those we chose from among our servants. We chose. Sorry, no Ibn Qatir, no nothing should be. Explaining and history. It's only Prophet Muhammad's progeny, Shias. But we have to look at Ibn Khatir. We have to look at the other side also, other Islamic sources. Definitely. But here it's like you can't. And we reveal the book to you of the book. Let's do it, verifying which is before it. Then we gave the book for an inheritance to those whom we chose from among our servants. Yes. Shias are right about this, at least. Here. The correct knowledge could be only that which has been given by Allah himself. You see, you have... so let's see if Ali Muhammad are true. Excuse me, just a minute. This thing is burning here. I just need to extinguish it. Okay. Oh, I don't have to read. There are those who do not recognize Allah's chosen Imam of the age. There are those who make their souls suffer. According to the interpretation of Imam Muhammad bin Ali, Shias, yes, you are with this. In a tradition, I'm with you in this also, but let's see, something to show. Shias, I'll show you something. Here Allah says, I was going through Surah Anam in detail, book is given. This book in detail to you. That ayat, 114, I'll go back, but before going back, look what I found. Another thing. Certainly lost are those who kill their children in foolishness, without knowledge. So with knowledge, you can kill your children. Like Abraham went to kill, sacrifice with knowledge. He had a dream. He had a dream, right? Now, foolishness, no. So I was thinking, Imam Karbala, Imam Hussain, why would he take his children and his female children to Karbala? Maybe they're in the tents and the women, nursing and all this. I was told Bibi Fatma Zahra was a nurse in the battlefield and all this. But like children in foolishness without knowledge, killing children and forbid what provided to them has been by Allah. They forbid what is the risk, providence that has been provided to them by Allah. Inventing lies against Allah. Certainly they have gone astray, and not they are guided ones. These are the polytheists. They're killing the children in foolishness, without knowledge. But with knowledge, you can kill your children. Now, also about Karbala is that Imam Hussain was reluctantly sending them. What is the age of to be in jihad, to participate in the holy war battle for males? I mean, if only males can participate. But what is the age? So how come Imam Hussain was sending, Bibi Zainab was sending Anna Muhammad? They are young. I thought 15 was the age, right? They should be going to war. They can participate. They can start, they can participate. But below 15, they're not allowed. Good God, what was Yazid telling us in his army? Because this is against the polytheists. You guess, if you've guessed it, if you've read the ayats before, if you're Quran Hafiz, And then we have Abraham. I haven't looked for that verse, but take your son. He had a dream. Abraham tells Ismail, his son, that here in the Quran, not Isaac. Isaac is in the Bible. In the Bible, Abraham takes Isaac. Here he takes Ismail, we are told, to sacrifice. He's seen a dream that he's sacrificing his son. Abraham is never a polytheist. So there must be a good reason why he's killing his son for them. But here, we are told polytheists killed their children in foolishness, without knowledge. Everything about polytheists is without knowledge here in Surah An-Nam. And this is verse 140. Excuse me. Abraham, okay? And Ismail, remember that. And read this ayat and see how contradictory it is. With knowledge you can kill your child. Notice, with knowledge. Then we have something here in Surah Safat, and we have something else. So we have, which says, I wondered why Shias didn't always, quote this ayat in the majlises. Tell the Sunnis, Abraham was a Shia Avnu, right? Surah Safat ayat 83, it says Shiati, right? There, even though it has a Y, Shia, do not, what does it say? It's not opening. Oh, it's not opening. Surah An-Nam. And he it is who made you successors upon the earth and has raised some of you above others in degrees. So when you do not cherish other than Allah, cherish of all things that exist, acts on none but itself, soul draws the meat of its acts. What was I looking for here? I have forgot. Do not divide your religion into Shia, into sects. Quran ayat. Word is used Shia, but with a Y in the middle. Surah Anam verse, is it? 159. And God has divided his religion, saying Abraham is the Shia of Nuh, not his Shia. Look, 159. Indeed, those who have divided their religion and become sects. I was always reading English translations, never realized that's why, that there are some problems here. That this is a Shia. Y has been, and the same thing, it's like Shia, the group, sects, group, whatever. So Abraham was the sect of Nuh, not Allah. So don't get angry at me. Muslims who come and tell me, what are you saying? What's wrong with this ayat? That's Surah Safat ayat 83. That Abraham is the Shia sect of Nuh. And there you put a different, you say the kind of Nuh. Here you put sects, Shia. For Shia, the meaning changes here. It's sects.
شيعا
Shia, it's a root word, Shia. Why this Shia is negative and that is Shia is positive word? Right? What a tragedy, I tell you. And then your Allah is blaming the polity in detail, yeah. This book we have sent in detail. I'm going quite crazy here and are not associated with them in anything. What? The affair is only left to Allah. I think I will go crazy. Now I'm not in my in my best form, you know. Indeed, those who divide their religion and become Shia you are not with them in anything only you are not with them in anything only their affair is with Allah. Okay, it's like that. You are not associated, okay, these brackets, with them in anything. You are not with them in anything. So don't be with the Ibrahim in anything. In something you are with Ibrahim. But Allah says, it's not a screech. It is terrible. Scream or something. Their affair is only to Allah. Then He will inform them about what they used to do. Oh my God, look at the contradictions coming up. So many. Sorry, oh yeah. People are sleeping here. Surah Anam ayat 159. And this Shia you will say is negative. But the positive one is Shia of Moses. And Abraham himself was a Shia of Nuh. Allah make him. Surah Safat ayat 83. Please, tomorrow don't tell me Prophet Muhammad has come in your dream and is saying, I'm innocent. My ayats are so peaceful. If you follow me or Ibn Qat or this, Sahaba or please don't, like Anita Rai have all this dream coming, Prophet Muhammad coming, details coming. She inclining to Shia Islam. You see this? How many contradictions coming? Shias. Now you have to correct yourself. Thank you. And what else? Oh, there's so much, so much, so much. I'll like from back. So this, you remember? Worship 140 ayat. With Allah, no one otherwise. You will be this, that. I explain everything. This, that. Now my energy is low, although, so my performance is not that good tonight. Yeah, morning after. So now we go up. 11114. We have explained this Quran in detail. Recitation. Quran or book, kitab, I think. 1 eat, meat, sorry. So, please come, intelligent people. Shia, Sunnis, come, civilized. Don't get angry. Don't. I know it is an emotional thingy. Now my ears also hurting. I put headphones on. Is the sound coming? I hope it's coming. Let me just check if the sound is coming. To such deceit let the hearts of those incline who have no faith in the hereafter, let them delight. Wait, I had to go up. Likewise did we make for every messenger an enemy, evil ones among men and jinns, inspiring each other. Now I'm reading Surah Anam ayats, okay? Without even, sometimes I won't number them because there are too many translations here. Even if we did not send unto them angels, and the dead did not speak unto them, and we gather together all things before their very eyes, they are not the ones to believe, unless it is in Allah's plan. But most of them ignore the truth, okay? And thus we have made for every person prophet, an enemy, devils from mankind and jinn, inspiring to one another decorative speech in delusion. But if your Lord had willed, they would not have done it. So leave them and that which they invent. Why is the Lord willing all this, actually? And it is so the hearts of those who disbelieve in the hereafter will incline toward deceptive speech. And toward that they will be satisfied with it, and that they will commit that which they are committing. To such let the hearts of those incline who have no faith in the hereafter. Let them delight in it, and let them earn from what they may. Say, then is it other than Allah I should seek as judge, while it is He who has revealed to you the book, explained in detail? Which book is this? Explained in detail. Right? Whose context? Islamic sources. But this book is explained in detail, let us say. And those to whom we gave the scripture know. Now Shias will say Imam Ali. This is after. This is not Huway. This is not Qab. And those to whom we gave the scripture know that we gave it. This is Ahl Kitab. Know that it is sent down from your Lord. In truth, they do. So never be among the doubters. Now I've done Eid Mubaila with you and told you how fake it is. And the word of your Lord has been fulfilled in truth and in justice. None can alter his words. And he is the hearing, the knowing. Baduans did try to alter his words. In Surah Fat we are told. They changed the word of Allah. And if you obey most of those upon the earth, they will mislead you from the way of Allah. Remember I told you that there's this majority thing going on here in the Quran ayat. going on. What I tell you, not public speaker, but ooh, I feel like I have a neck stand thing. Okay, whatever you call it. And if you obey, I think I'm very tired now. And if you obey most of those upon the earth, they will mislead you from the way of Allah. See, most of them you not obey. And you also not obey your Muslim writers and all this, unless they are chosen by Allah to give the history. They follow not except assumption, and they are not but misjudging. Don't tell me uh, uh, some Muslim, Jibreel come and say, I have chosen you. Allah has chosen you to impart this message. You are like some Gora Haridas having lucid dream, telling him. Oh, I don't know what was told to him, but of the ISKCON founder, things like that. Indulging in conjecture. Indeed, your Lord is most knowing who strays. Okay, he knows, yes, we know. So eat of that upon which the name of Allah has been mentioned if you are believers in his verses. And why should you not eat of that upon which the name of Allah has been mentioned while he has explained in detail to you what he has forbidden you, accepting that to which you are compelled? And indeed do many lead astray through their own inclinations without knowledge. Indeed, your Lord, here you would say knowledge is important also, along with the Quran. And he is most knowing of the transgressors. And leave what is apparent of sin and what is concealed thereof. Indeed, those who earn sin will be recompensed for what they used to. This is not important. And do not eat of that upon which the name of Allah has not been mentioned, for indeed it is grave disobedience. This is okay. This is good, fair enough. And indeed, do the devils inspire their allies to dispute with you? And if you were to obey them, indeed you would be associators of others with Allah. But if you obey them, you will surely yourselves turn into those who associate others with Allah in its divinity. And is one who was dead, and we gave him life. I thought this was for Prophet Muhammad, but it's not. It's taken generally. Can you imagine Allah saying Prophet Muhammad was dead? No. But and is one who was dead. He was dead, and we gave him life and made for him light by which to walk among the people. Like which to walk among the people, like one who is in darkness, never to emerge therefrom. This is generally. So you're dead unless you get, life from God and the light. This is the light, right? Knowledge is light. 1, 2, 3. And thus we have placed within every city the greatest of its criminals to conspire therein. Maybe when Muhammad came to Yathrib, what a criminal act he did. But they conspire not except against themselves, and they perceive it not. And when a sign comes to them, they say, never will we believe until we are given like that which was given to the messengers of Allah. Allah is most knowing of where he places his message. There will afflict those who committed crimes, debasement before Allah, and severe punishment for what they used to conspire, evil plotting. So whoever Allah wants to guide, he expands contain Islam. He expands his breast to Islam. And whoever he wants to send astray, he makes his breast tight, constricted, as though he were climbing. I just end, is this important? Defile. And this is about the straight. This is the straight path. There shall be an abode of peace with the Lord, the protector. and all this regular. And mention, okay, in brackets, the day when he will gather them together and say, O company of jinn, and have misled many of mankind. You have misled many of mankind, and their allies among mankind will say, Our Lord, some of us made use of others. And we now have reached our term which you appointed for us. He will say, Fire is your residence, wherein you will abide eternally. This is not. But this happens. And thus we will make some of the wrongdoers allies of others for what they is done. O company of jinn and mankind, did there not come to you messengers from among you, relating to you my verses and warning you of the meeting of this day of yours? Even jinn said the messengers. They will say, we bear witness against ourselves, and the world in life deluded them, bear witness against themselves, and they were disbelievers. The messengers were sent us for the Lord destroy. And for all our decrees from what they have done, your Lord is free of need, the possessor of mercy. If he wills, he can do away with you and give succession after you to whomever he wills, just as he produced you from the descendants of another people. So he can do away with you and give succession even, right? Indeed, what you are promised coming. Say, O my people, work according to your position. Indeed, I am working, and you are going to know who will have succession in the home of the good. No, end. End. In the end, home. Succession in the home. Indeed, the wrongdoers will not succeed. And they say when it is, where is it? Oh my goodness, why would some hanky-panky is going on here. You see this? Ayats against the polities. Say, oh my people, do whatever you can. I will do my, soon will you know whose end will be the best. And they assign to Allah from that which He created of crops and livestock a share, and say this is for Allah by their claim, and this is for our partners. So, but Allah is saying they divide. This is for Allah, and this is for our partners who we associate with Allah, or besides Allah. Now, who does this? But what is for their partners does not reach Allah, while what is for Allah, this reaches their partners. Evil is that which they rule. But they do assign to Allah from that which He created of crops and livestock, but these poor people are told, you are told against them, look at the misinformation. So Allah has been theirs too. Oh. Did I reach 130? Oh, people, work in your place. Too, I'm working. Soon will you know whose favor the ultimate decision will be. And they assign 136. Look at this. They actually assign to Allah, and they assign to Allah out of what He produced of the crops and the cattle a share. So they do believe in Allah. But look at how unjust is. ज़्यादती की है polytheist के against. ज़्यादती कर रहा है इधर. देखिए, आखिर दे तो रहे हैं अल्लाह को, कह रहे हैं ये पोर्शन अल्लाह का है, ये नियाज है, ये पोर्शन हमारे पार्टनर्स, एसोसिएटेड पार्टनर्स के लिए, जैसे कि वो नहीं जानते हैं कि कैसे ये डिवाइड करें, how they should divide. Oh my God, what an injustice to this. But what is for their partners does not reach Allah, while what is for Allah, this reaches their partners, they say. Evil is that which they rule or judge, decide. My goodness. Another one, 137. And likewise, to many of the polities the partners have made pleasing the killing of their children in order to bring out their destruction. Please go to Hindustan, learn, that Hindus don't, it is not pleasing to killing of the children. Like Abraham, it was. Here it's pleasing. It's not for sacrifice or anything. God is not testing them. But here that it's just what? And likewise to many of the, that's why Yazid, getting up. Yazid is getting up against the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, pleasing the killing of their children in order to bring about their destruction. It is made their pleasing, the killing of the children. Oh my God, look how you have been, look how their beliefs, their faith has been distorted. You bring a polytheist like this, who's killing their children. Pleasing, wait, what's this? 137, and likewise made pleasing. Zayan. To many. Zayan would be like wastage.
زين
No, Zayyana means pleasing. Wasting away the children's, to many of the parties killing. Qatla. Oh my goodness. Of their children. Their partners. So that they may ruin them. What did Imam Hussein do in Karbala? Did he not sacrifice children? Although reluctantly. And likewise to many of the polytheistic partners have made pleasing the killing of their children. Really. In order to bring about, and you say read this in context. It was about those, part of, let's see, that part. Tafsir, do that, persist in their fabrication. If Allah had willed, they would have not done so. And even here they say, these animals and crops are forbidden. No one may eat from them except whom we will. Okay, I'm just, by their claim. And by their claim, they just say that these animals and crops are forbidden. No one may eat from them except whom we will. By their claim. And there are some, those whose backs are forbidden by them. And those upon which the name of Allah is not mentioned, of all this, an invention of untruth about Him. You will punish them for what they were inventing. What a cruel Allah, all the time, punish. And it's saying like without knowledge, they're just claiming for themselves what is bad and what is good. If scientists do this with knowledge, it's okay, but let's say I go there and I see that maybe I have an inspiration that this plant is poisonous. And I say, don't eat it, it's poisonous, okay? I learned a little bit, inspiration. Knowledge a little bit, and I say this haram. It's haram, it's harmful. Don't eat it, it's poison. What, Allah is going to punish me for that? But it's not written in the Quran. that this crop is or this plant is harmful, poisonous? Has Allah given you details of all crops, all herbs, or everything? What is it? And they say, what is in the bellies of these animals is exclusively for our males and forbidden to our females. But if it is dead, then all of them have shares therein. He will punish them for their description. Indeed, he is wise in knowing. What else is there in Surah Nam? Verse 140. They will have lost who kill their children in foolishness without knowledge. I already did this. What? Oh, with knowledge you can kill your children. See, they say in Arabic, English translation, foolishness. Children killed their children in foolishness, بغير, without knowledge, ilm, and forbid what provided for them has been by Allah, inventing lies against Allah. So they have been doing this. You are told, you believe in this, believe. And he it is who causes gardens to grow. Okay, I think I skipped grazing, carriers of burdens, footsteps of Satan. And of the grazing livestock are carriers, and those too small. Eat of what Allah has provided for you and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. What if some things are harmful? There are 8 mates of the sheep, 2 and of 2 goats. 2. Say, is it the 2 males he has forbidden, or the 2 females, or that which the wombs of the 2 females contain? Inform me with knowledge. If you should be truthful, see how important, even without Allah, knowledge is here. So then inform me with knowledge, if you have the knowledge, right? When they give you knowledge, and what this? Take 8 head of cattle in 4 pairs. Okay. 144, sorry. And of the camels 2, and of the cattle 2. Say, is it 2 males he has forbidden and 2 females, or that which wombs of the 2 females contain? Or were you witnesses when Allah charged you with this? Yes. Maybe they say yes, right? They're not alive to say yes. That group is gone, if you read in context. Then who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah to mislead the people? Oh, yes, remember this. Then who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah to mislead the people by other than knowledge? Other than knowledge. Ilm laduni. Ilm. People without knowledge. Mislead people without knowledge. Not Allah knowledge. Just knowledge. Surely Allah never guides such a wrongdoing folk. How unfair this is to the polytheists. Say, I do not find within that which was revealed to me anything forbidden to one who would eat, which is revealed to me. Forbidden to one who would eat it, unless it be a dead animal, or blood spilled out, or the flesh of wine, for indeed it is impure, or it be that slaughtered in disobedience, dedicated to other than Allah. Okay. But whoever is forced by necessary, neither desiring it nor transgressing, then indeed your Lord is forgiving and merciful. Say, O Muhammad, meaning 146, and to those who are Jews, we prohibited every animal of uncloven hoof, and of the cattle. Maybe this is in the Jews' Bible, I don't know, books, scriptures. And sheep we prohibited, I haven't checked, except what adheres to their backs or entails or what is joined. Is this right? True? I don't know. I haven't checked. So if they deny you, now 147. So if they deny you, say, your Lord is the possessor of vast mercy, but his punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals. Denying you is being criminals. Those who associated others with Allah, meaning that they have the, if they deny, they have the book. Those who associated other with Allah will say, here it's with Allah, I hope, not besides Allah. Will say, will say those who associated partners. Sure. And not even with Allah, because it's it doesn't have, it's in brackets with Allah. If had willed Allah, not would have associated partners, and not our forefathers. It's very vague, this Quran. They have to put like with Allah, associating partners, just associating partners, and not, here it's even without the name of Allah, and not our fathers, and not we would have forbidden or anything likewise denied those who were from before them until they tasted our wrath. Say, is with you of any knowledge? Then produce it. For us not you follow except the assumption, and the not you do but guesswork, right? You follow. Those who give partners to Allah will say, if Allah had wished, we should have given partners to Him. Nor would our fathers, nor should we. So did there, oh my goodness. Have you any certain knowledge? Certain is put in brackets here now. Have you any knowledge? If so, produce it before us. You follow nothing but conjecture, you do not but lie. So they want to produce it, 149, Surah Nam. Say, with Allah is the far-reaching argument. If He had willed, He would have guided you all. 150. Say, O Muhammad, meaning in brackets. Okay, sometimes I read the brackets, very important. Bring forward your witnesses who will testify that Allah has prohibited this. Probably they all got killed. And if they testify, I mean, it's Surah Tawbah, it's no surprise. All the witnesses were killed. Say, bring forward your witnesses who will testify that Allah has prohibited this. And if they testify, do not, and if they bring such witnesses, be not thou amongst them. What? Yeah, like do not bear witness with them. That's what the Shias and Sunnis will try to interpret this Quran. It's so crazy, really. Can you believe? No, I cannot. Wait a minute. Let me see. I can't. See, bring forward your witnesses. Shuhada. Those who testify that Allah. Oh my God. Prohibited this. Then if they testify, those who even testify that Allah prohibited, wait a minute, that Allah prohibited this, those who testify that Allah prohibited, let's say Imam Ali comes and testifies that Allah prohibited this. Do not testify with them. No, okay. And do not follow the desires. But they are testifying. So you would want to verify there. But this, he's made it so sure that this has come from Allah. Made you deceived like this. Look at how he's deceiving you with Allah. How will you verify? Politics leader Abu Sufyan come forward and testify. And Imam Ali after Prophet Muhammad come forward and testify. Who would the Shias believe in? So say, bring forward your witnesses, those who testify that Allah prohibited this. Then if they testify, then do not testify with them. Of course they're not going to testify with them, but how do you verify that what they are saying is the truth? If even here the book, maybe they have something written also with the leader, chief disbeliever as they are called, head, what are they called in Surah Tawbah? The chief disbelievers. Prohibited this, then if they testify, then do not testify with them, and do not follow the desires of those who denied our signs. That these signs are sure, true signs. So even if they come to testify, they are called liars. They'll go blue in the face. You know, this man has put it so sure, Prophet Muhammad, about these ayats, that this is the only, I don't know which crazy psychic person does, whether it comes from some part of the mind, which makes you think you are so free, you are sure, your signs are sure, for sure. Denied our signs, and this is from Allah for sure, right? All you Muslims deceived in believing. And those do not believe in the hereafter, while they with their Lord set up equals. These polities. And look at the contradictions and how unfair it is for the polities decide. Say, come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited to you. Dictator, commander. Very bad, I tell you, that you not associate anything with him. Again, it's with. And to parents, good treatment, and do not. Oh, so during his speech, Allah's speech to polytheists, he's saying that. Now how they go to Surah Araf to find out they're without authority. So he should always keep bringing Surah Araf verse 33, because this is a speech. And Ismailis and all, really, all of us, even I could be fooled. I'm not just saying, I'm questioning, I'm looking at the Hindu gurus, I'm questioning them with eyes, suspicious eyes. You haven't told me this, what is this? Like, because they say that you look at our face, we are, connect with us. Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji said. So I'm all the time questioning. I say, okay, yes. Sometimes in that overwhelm, yes, it's the Kalki has come. But the other times then I'm like, what? What's this? Right? What have you said? So other times I question, but you don't see it. The times I don't question, I share on Facebook. Kalki has come. So you see, we provide for you and them, and do not approach immoralities, and what is apparent of them, what is concealed, and do not kill the soul. Allah is forbidden except by by right. This by Meru. Say to them, O Muhammad, come, let me recite what your Lord has laid down to you. That you associate nothing with him. It's like it's like a full stop right here. No. Please bring. Then you're associating yourself with Allah, Jibreel with Allah's recite. You see how misunderstandings have spread. If even through the Ismaili, like if you say, this is a speech of Allah. Oh, and even if you read in context, at that time, for that period, all the time Surah Araf will not be Surah Maida ayat. Take Allah and Prophet Muhammad and the one who. How do they know who the one? There was just one time who went down and gave charity. as allies, as awliya, your protectors, maulas, or what are they called in Surah Maida at 55? Surah Maida at 55. Look, here, this is a pathetic speech given by Allah. So much injustice done for that time, in that context, even then, because what I'm telling you, you have not seen it. What was I telling you? This for general terms you use this. Say to them, come, let me recite what your Lord has laid down to you, that you associate nothing with him. Number one. Number two, it has like so many times when it's even addressing some of the Christians. What verse was that? Surah Maida at 72. It's saying, do not associate partners. This is worship. And you know how that verse goes. So they don't know the whole speech of Allah. Isn't it unjust to the Christians at that time the way the ayat was imported and conveyed to them? The recitation of Allah. And then they have to go searching when ayat Surah Araf will come. There's only, how many ayats are there that say, do not associate with Allah? Do you know what I mean? Do not, do not associate Allah. Please become intelligent from the heart and also logical. Both heart and mind. Don't let people deceive you. I feel like crying. Do not associate with Allah without authority. So if you say read in context at times, and then you say don't read in context at times, do not associate with Allah, there should be some, like, what do you call that? Consistency. You can't have something so terrible like you can't reach paradise. You will not get paradise, you will burn in the fire of hell. Here if you associate, and he's communicating that to the Christians, Surah Maida ayat 72. Without authority. You see how many of you Muslims are in sects, divided, in conflict. Say, okay, Surah Araf verse 33, and you worship not besides him except names you have named them, you and your fathers, for which Allah has sent down no authority. Okay, here we have an ayat which is Surah 12 ayat 40. I've lost, I think. And Surah Nisa ayat 144. O you who have believed, do not take the disbelievers as allies instead of the believers. Do you wish to give Allah against yourselves a clear case? They serve me. They ascribe nothing as partner unto me. Those who disbelieve and henceforth, they are the miscreants. Surah 24 ayat 55. Nur. Allah has promised those who have believed among you and done righteous deeds that He will surely grant them succession to authority upon the earth, just as He granted it to those before them, just like Imams, and that He will surely establish for them therein their religion, believed among you, religion which He has preferred for them, and that He will surely substitute for them after their fear security, for they worship me, not associating anything with me, but whoever disbelieves after that then those are the defiantly disobedient. Doesn't say not associating anything with me without authority. So here, if it is a speech and it's giving to to a part of a group of people, wouldn't they get misled? They've not known Surah Araf ayat 33, and there are two ayats only, I think. I'm not very sure, but in this associating partners with Allah without authority, so there's Surah 12, Surah Yusuf ayat 40. You worship not besides him except names you have named them, you and your fathers, for which Allah has sent down no authority. Names you worship not besides him except mere names. This is on naming, and which for Allah has not sent down any authority. Legislate. This is not associating partners with Allah. So, no. The decision rests with Allah only, who hath commanded you that you worship none save Him. So I showed you Surah Maida ayat 72. Go to Surah Qalam ayat 18 and see that you're worshipping Gabriel with Allah. It's an association. And what association means? Worship. And since the polities then are in Surah Anam are told that dividing crops, this, that, this for Allah, this for my, our associators. And you have not divided worship. That is the correct religion. But most of the people do not know. He has commanded that you worship not except Him. Oh my God. Do you see the misunderstanding? Tawbah karo, Baba. I wash my hands of this. I don't want these kind of things happening. So even if you say read in context, some ayahs or what? I mean, if about this you will say read in context. Huh? Surah Maida at 72. Certainly disbelieve those who say kafara. They are kafirs, disbelievers. Certainly. Laqad. Those who say, indeed Allah, He is the Messiah, son of Maryam. While said the Messiah, O children of Israel, worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Indeed, he who associates partners with Allah oh my God, then surely forbidden Allah for him paradise, for his abode, will be the fire, and not for the wrongdoers any helpers. You see? Now it get funny. So, what I see, context. Oh my God. Even God did not explain clearly and completely in context. One ayat there, one ayat there, one ayat there. What is happening? If you say either mobile, they sit with the Najran and Lent, maybe Surah Araf ayat coming, maybe not coming, I don't know. Without authority. Only one ayat, two ayat. And this reciting, we recited. Allah, like Gabriel says, we recited. Oh my God. This Sharik Allah, shirk, polytheism. Why you not see properly? You are made, uh, so your intelligence come down, you are brainwashed, you are indoctrinated, you are following, you are in denial at times. Then you kill Daniel Pearl. Think what not you do? You be like a animal, you know. The Hindus wouldn't even kill an animal like that. You killed Daniel Pearl in Pakistan. Your guest. He was only an interviewer, journalist. He would not have gotten you in trouble. He just wanted to know why you're doing this or something. I want to know why? For Daniel Pearl. Oh, I come to shout it very late. They will kill me here. Oh no, I mean, and some things maybe that other live stream previous one I came, I must make it 18 and plus because I said some things. Because something coming to me very, very bad, making my, go insane, making me, so I did not make it 18 plus. Because Nanga Bai come and then we light-hearted, we say, and I said my madness out and all this. So, and how much they going to punish? You know how much they punish me here? Oh, since year 2000, they punish me for what? Yeah. So they punish me, then again, what happened? I come back to my older self. What they punish me for? Shia coming. Did really in that the Salahi movie, that police, terrible. Javart in Les Miserables, Yusuf said he say yes, wanting to punish and all this coming to punish. Punish. The more you punish us, the more stubborn we become. We never learn. This what? Nanga Lal is not here, Nanga Ram. Brother is not here. So if you punish us for this, that, we did. Unless you take the knife and go for a throat. Neck. My God. So I wish I was in London. I have brown, Daniel Pearl wearing the brown beige. I would have worn a dress today. I did. Short, a nice dress. And no, for Daniel Pearl. You see? So, oh, what else is there now that I've missed? So I'm taking a break, and probably if I go to bed, sleep, and then I wake up again and start with this again. Please have a look at this, what this joke, what this playing around, toying around, this ayats. They've certainly disbelieved to say Allah is that. And then only that your Lord, indeed, he who associates others with Allah, you know how strict it is. Allah is forbidden in paradise. And his refuge is the fire. Then come one or two ayats, just read in context and see they're gone cases. That's why Sunnis, they lament on what the Shias doing, they get angry, killing. Some of them. Oh my God, the more I, open my mind and see it as a scientist, neutral, the more I find contradictions. And really this funny thing, it's really strange. Excuse me. Like we thought the reason why this was like half as the here, there and funny and strange and all this, because God not want his true, the criminals and all to understand it, right? So this not like a New York Times bestseller book. But really now you please come out of that also and look at this. This is not fair to even the Christians here. It's like full stop. Not Because very important in every context of the ayat, you put without authority. That's not good for me. Anyways, now I got it. I'm sharing. I've done my duty, and with some little emotional, and as I am, sensitive, emotional, and going funny, and all this because of my condition, and because of the shock. This turning out to be pathetic. And for this, you will harm people. And the more you brainwash them, and I'm trying to get you people out of that brainwash. I'm not saying come to me blind and, follow me if I was Radha Rani. Not like this, please. I not want people to go, no, not that, please. No, you have your freedom, but I can attract you and tell you this love is beyond, more than life, this, that. When I'm 100% sure that I'm Radharani, 100% sure of the Hindu scriptures, this and that, maybe that will never happen. But until then, I have to show you what here. When I finish with this, but simultaneously, some things about the Hindus and polytheism, it is wrong. And even Kitab. I'm not a Christian and I'm not a Jew, right? But for God's sakes, what do you do? Children of Israel, worship Allah, my Lord and your Lord. Indeed, he who associates others with Allah, Allah is forbidden in paradise. And there's a full stop, yani there's just finito. Right? And remember, worship of Allah is also associating others with Allah. And this is another great blow. If you bring Surah, if the Shias bring, remembering Surah, even some Sunnis, but Shias bring Surah Araf verse 33, I mean, I've given it to them also. And where are we now? Oh yes, Abraham was a Shia. I didn't show you this, I was just mentioning. Shia here, sect of no. Here it put a group. Yeah, I did show you, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I did show you. So, where am I going? Surah Qiyamah. So, so, when we have recited it, then follow its recitation. When did God recite it? I was like, oh my God, what is this? Maybe I didn't. When, through Gabriel. So when we recite it, follow. Oh my God. So when we recite it, then follow its recitation. Maybe. Did I see Gabriel here in brackets? Sometime I miss. What is? When we recite, I had opened another. When I was searching Google search, there was another. When we recite it, then follow the recital, then I come to Quran.com. Oh, I was supposed to take you to Shia Islam, oh, Imam is, and all this. Let me show you one thing here. We have Muhammad, a tafsir of Surah Yasin. What does Imam al-Mubin mean? But it have a lot. You can check this. And then what the Imam Ali al-Raza has said. Oh, this is, sorry, I did not read out the author's name. Sorry. Muhammad Saeed Bahmanpur. Bahmanpur. Here it is say all this, right? Orphans. Is this the same one I searched out on my other tab about Yasin? No. Let me see this tab. Oh my goodness. Where I searched it. I hope I've saved it in Chrome. Prophet Muhammad, Imam Ali Raza say that Prophet Muhammad say, I, the chief of Makkah, to Abu Jahl, when these, it's not in the, oh, sorry, wrong. So you can read this about the Imam al-Mubin, but where I find it here? Oh, now I lost it. These three ayats, or some ayats, Imam Ali Raza say that Prophet Muhammad say to Abu Jahl. It was about Abu Jahl and Prophet Muhammad, ayats on Abu Jahl. That no, they were like short. I can't find it now. Imam Ali Raza, the eighth Imam, has said that Prophet Muhammad, Imam Ali bin Musa Rada said, when the Holy Prophet recited these verses before Abu Jahl, he said, neither you nor your God can ever harm me. I am the chief of Makkah. In the Battle of Badr, Abu Jahl was killed by Abdullah bin Masud. This is a Surah 75, ayat 27. Look, you want to make all this these ayats here, right? You want to make himself Surah Qiyamah, under that commentary section. You see this? You see, he want to be chief of Makkah. I am the chief of Makkah. He doesn't say that Allah has protected. When the Holy Prophet recited these verses before Abu Jahl, he said, neither you nor your God can ever harm me. Why? Because, no, it's like, I am the chief of Makkah. No, wait a minute. Nay, when it comes up to the throat, agony of death. Man thinks that he's free to do what he likes without any moral responsibility and accountability. For his actions. Refer to the commentary of Hajj 5, Man's Lowly Animal Origin. Allah who does this has the power to bring the dead to life again the day of resurrection. Imam Ali bin Musa al-Rida said, when the Holy Prophet recited these verses before Abu Jahl, he said, neither you nor your God can ever harm me. You know why? Because he is the chief of Makkah. I mean, there's a full stop here, but can you beat this? Can you beat this? I mean, Allah is supposed to be protecting. He should say that I'm, immune to these gods and all. They cannot harm me. Neither you nor your God can ever harm me. See, I am the Holy Prophet not Abu Jahl. The Holy Prophet recited these verses before Abu Jahl. He said, neither you nor your God can harm me. When the Holy Prophet, no, Abu Jahl said, okay. No, Abu Jahl said, sorry. When the Holy Prophet recited these verses before Abu Jahl, he said, neither you nor your God. Acha, Abu Jahl said, neither you nor your God can harm. Sorry, yeah. Neither you nor your God can ever harm me. I'm so sharminda. I'm ashamed of myself, really. Here, Shias, you have won. Can harm me, I am the chief of Makkah. And in the battle of Abu Badr, in the Abu Jahl was killed by Abdullah bin Masud. Oh, and it is said, who will be a magician? Which verses? Okay, no, Abu Jahl was the chief of Makkah. He said, Abu Jahl said, okay. Okay, I've made a mistake. I apologize greatly for this. I'm very, very ashamed. But please see this, that okay, somewhere low comprehension. Okay, I also, what is this? Humbling me. And he's sure that, that it is the hour of parting. So thank God I came here and found it. Otherwise, I would have made a mistake, and then in the middle of the night, oh my God. If I'd come back here after the live stream, then I'll have to come for a short live stream. I can't wait to correct myself. But then Abu Jahl said that I am the chief of Makkah. Neither you nor your God can ever harm me. I am the chief of Makkah. Yeah, not Prophet, because then I was going to go and say that. So no. So one thing I'm wrong in here, I will be making mistakes and I will be correcting myself. I hope I'm not too ashamed of myself because, after all, I'm not perfect. But the things I've shown you, I really, contradictions and all that I'm sure of. So if the Shias think they have worked it out, and if the Sunnis think they have worked it out, and if the Muslim onlys think they have worked it out, then I can't say. But please have a look at this, that the speech of Allah, and in context, then it should have been well organized. Because you see, we can't say that. Okay, when I was a Shia, I used to think, right, that this is not a book of bestseller. It doesn't need to be a bestseller. People can laugh and mock at this book and say, what a ridiculous book this is, right? But if you have that, you wouldn't laugh. If you have that piety inside, you wouldn't mock things, This is what I used to believe in. You would you would see. Maybe God has written it in a way that, the high-minded, intelligent people who think they're too highly intelligent would not get it in their hearts. Not the intelligence of the mind. You see? So I'm not mocking contradictions and changing my accent to mock you. No. I'm mocking. I'm not mocking. I cannot put words. You know what? I act funny and say, because now, because I sincerely I was a Shia. I sincerely wanted to, leave behind everything, start to, some things I was doing wrong, but then I thought, okay, God just punished me. But the punishment, the physical, it doesn't help. So, you know, it doesn't help. And so don't punish people physically, like unless you are harmed and you have to stop them or you have to defend your life. But don't do it for religion's sake or faith's sake, killing people or harming them or being stern with them or not loving them, because your Allah said they are unloving. You see, even people of Israel, now Israel, Jews, they were the first, very important. Oh, Judai, what's that? Saint Francis of, no, not Assisi. What's Saint's prayer? Catholic even. Judai, the Lion of Judai. You know who's the Lion of Judai? And where's Judai? The Lion of Judah has saved me. Judah. Oh, Judah, not Judah. Lion of Judah prayer is a Jewish national and cultural symbol. And even the Catholics use a prayer like this. The saint, the Lion of Judah. So these Jews were very special to God, and maybe they still are, their text says it. But how humble they are. They don't kill anyone for their religion. They don't even, go missionary work like some Christians have. They don't have that. I don't think Jews have that missionary work. Way. The Lion of Judah has conquered. Has conquered. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Saint Anthony's prayer. Yeah, this was for my exorcism in Pakistan when I was in Karachi. Saint Anthony's, the Lion of Judah has conquered. Saint Anthony's prayer. New Testament 5:5. The one of the elders said to me, "Do not weep. See, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has conquered, so that he can open the scroll." Hallelujah, hallelujah, Saint Anthony's prayers. The Lion of Judah, the seed of David, has conquered. So to get rid of these devils who are attacking you or possessing, trying to infiltrate in you and possess you. Okay? Hope. So, with this, please, I am, and I wish I could see some civilized human beings, honest. Let's work on our honesty, truthfulness. Don't tell me, every time I say this out loud, I start to, when I go out, some test comes. I hope it doesn't come, God please, I don't want to lie or anything, but not a serious this thing. Like, please, even if I lie, because maybe I want to cut lines, I'm too tired, like there's a queue in the supermarket, and or something I do a little bit, please don't judge me with that, right? And so please be good, human beings. Good is just being beneficial for whatever you think is good for you. You do that for others too. What you do unto yourself, do that to others. Or no, do to others what you would have others do to you. That's better. Because if I want right now out of habit, this bad habit of really terrible habit of smoking and all this, then no. Don't do unto others what you are doing to yourself. But what you would have others do unto you, do that to others. Okay? Be good. Try. I have also said that please help me be good. See the truth here. Look, now it seems ridiculous, these ayats. A lot of contradictions are coming up. And so, thus, we're not opening, folks. But here I leave you with this, that if there are much contradictions in the Quran, Surah Nisa 82, then do they not reflect upon the Quran? If it had been from any other than Allah, they would have found within it much contradiction. And also Najul Balagha, Imam Ali said not to forget and to mention that if there are seemingly there are contradictory ayahs, but when you put them together, or from one ayat about a subject, let's say there's a contradiction, and then you see this in one surah scattered, and you bring them together, and then it falls into perspective, and there's no contradiction. It cancels the contradiction. Quran, Imam Ali did say in Najib Balagha, seemingly there may be there are contradictions in the Quran, or how did he say it? Like, the seemingly, apparently, but scattered ayahs, when you bring them together about something, they make sense. They then don't contradict, but that's not the case. I've looked at it. So I've even defeated the Shias on this. Defeating meaning Shia Islam for your own good. How is it for your own good? Truth is, contradictions, lies don't help. Lies don't help. For your own good and for others' good too. And am I doing hamdardi? So, no. I'm also like, I need help, support. If you come here and start to start to say things, I will get very angry now. I've had enough, right? So I'm not doing hamdardi. I'm not saying I'm honest or things like that. But I admire honesty. I would love to be an honest person. That my aim is to be a good person, honest person. So I'm working on it. Please help me like that. So if we had helpers like that, like today who saved my life, how they saved my life, my dignity, my self-esteem, everything was like what I said to on my live stream. Later on, I watched Rabbi Simon. What's his full name? Sorry, I forgot. How can I forget? I'm so tired. Sorry. This is me. I can't afford to do this. Is forget his name. Simon Jacobson. Rabbi Simon Jacobson. Please have a look. He's such a... I don't know what this man is. I don't know. This plan will make you unstoppable. Rabbi Simon Jacobson, right? So, on YouTube, if you can watch this video on YouTube. This, I don't know. I have no words. Right? Where is it? Going to YouTube. Here's the thing about Daniel Pearl on Infinity Foundation official, a Muslim woman exposing Islamists, Asra Nomani, who was a friend of Daniel Pearl. Oh my God. So I was crying, remembering London. And then Parma Hamsa's shorts have come, short videos on this. Dena ho to dijiye, dijiye, dijiya, dijiye, the E, right? So he says Radhe, Radhe, Radha. So I was crying. Where is this plan will make you unstoppable. Oh my goodness. So negativity just is consuming me, but I wish Rabbi Simon would just breathe these words into me, and then I would never fall again. He's such a great person, really. It's he's just perfect, 100. God give him a long life. Such people are salutations unending to him, the person, the parents who gave him birth and brought him up. I have no words. I just he's so great. This saved me from. It's a kingly act, Mother Teresa says, to save to help the fallen. Thank you so much. I will come back later to tell you, please leave these, what do you call them, such religions where you have to, so much hatred for the other, and now I see misrepresentation of the polytheist, what do you call it, religion or dharma or way of life, as they say, deen. So much wrong, injustice done to them, and the Jews and all. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm not good at words.